Good morning and welcome. Today is the 19th of January 2023, and I'm going to get right to it today. Of course, you come here and hear things you don't hear in other places, but today I want to accomplish two things because I started on another talk earlier and got interrupted. So my first goal is to finish up a previous talk about God's color code to man. And I'm going to quickly give you the short version, and at another time we'll get into a longer version, but about the rest of the colors. We previously talked about the color of red and what it can do for our body. Eating things, fruit and vegetables, that are red in color. But green is excellent for the lungs. So when you eat green fruits or vegetables, that's excellent for the lungs. Yellow is excellent for the eyes. And purple and blue, believe it or not, we have purple and blue fruits or vegetables, is excellent for their anti-inflammatory properties. And more on all of that later, because I really want to get to another topic right now. So I want to talk about the internet. And it's really interesting because the internet is what we all use today. If it's something so different than we ever had before. So I want to talk about that because it's as different as if I suddenly grew another arm to help me do the work that needed to be done. So the internet was originally built to imitate man, to be an extension of man's desire to communicate with one another. And why? Why is that, you ask? And that's because man's desire was so strong to be able to communicate with everyone. Let's ask why again. Why did this happen? Why? It's because God sent humans on this planet to all parts of the world. At one point, humans all spoke one language. And God, it tells us in the Bible, God said, no, you are going to go to all parts of the world and you're all going to speak different languages. And that's how we got all the different languages that we have. And so that kept us for a long time from instant communication with one another. But now we have reached the time that is spoken of in the Bible. And specifically, we have reached the time spoken of in Revelations. It was spoken of thousands of years ago that we would have a way to communicate with one another instantly, and we've reached that. So now today, the internet is being used so we have people who are imitating the internet. Not the internet imitating people. We have people who follow sometimes platforms that are not even real. We have a large number of people who create virtual reality and make games out of killing other people. And we make that appear so real that it's impossible to tell the difference between what is fake and what is real. And this teaches our children who plays those games and adults who play those games to think that it is okay to kill. So we are rearranging our thought patterns in our brain to be different than what we were taught before this existed. Man should never want to harm another man. We weren't designed that way by our Maker. Our designer built us different than that, and we are now behaving badly. And you ask yourself, how are you behaving? And I want you to ask yourself, how are your children behaving? Do they participate in these types of games? Do they use the internet as a crutch all day long? Or do they really live a real life outside with human people, with their friends? It's time for us to check ourselves and do an inspection of ourselves and our loved ones and answer that question. The internet. Have a great day.